Y'all, I'm back. My skin is better. I did what's it called again? Oh, the cool peel, where they take a laser and like basically burn your freaking face off, and then you heal, and then 7 days later you exfoliate all the gunk away, and you're left with just beautiful freaking skin. I'm so excited. My dark spots have lightened, and I just feel so good. My skin is so nice. I love it. If you haven't gotten a cool peel, get a cool peel. If you're in the Tampa area and you want to go to my girl, go to my girl. It's Enhanced Healthcare. That's who I go to for my weight loss too. And if you are in Florida, even if you're not local to Tampa, you're a cool appeal. Oh my God, you're so funny. She does telehealth. So if you're in the state of Florida, and she's working on getting licensed in other states too, but that's who I go to for she's like my main medical provider. She helps me with my weight loss, my skin, all of the things. Yeah, it looks so good. I love it. I was glad to like finally exfoliate. Thank you so much. Well, Eddie, I didn't leave, but like I haven't been able to do like a legit makeup tutorial in 7 days, and it shows because everybody's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm right here. Don't talk about me like I'm not here. Anyway, so let's do some makeup together. Hey, Stacy, Colorado is somewhere I've never been and I've always wanted to go. So I'm coming to your house. So just send me your address and put me out like an air mattress because we're coming. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are so kind. Can you not wear makeup while it heals? Kathy, you can. The only problem is after you get the treatment done, like the cool peel, you can't exfoliate. And so you can't really like wash your face like very, not abrasively, but you just can't wash your face like super aggressively. And so I would be afraid that like it wouldn't get all the makeup off because you can't use like a washcloth or like a makeup eraser because you can't exfoliate until day 7. And so that's what I was afraid of. So I just didn't wear makeup. And also because it's really dry and peeling. Hey, in North Carolina. I'm coming to Colorado. I swear it is a bucket list for me to see those mountains. I've only seen mountains like one time and like snow like one time. My sling looks fresh. What does that mean? Skin. You meant skin, right? Yeah, it's got to be it. I had to think about it in my head. Have you guys, listen, on today's Amazon Prime Day and tomorrow, right? And there's on Amazon Prime, there's a game called for the love of blazes, it's called hold on, because now I gotta find it. It's called Incoherent, HEAR. It looks like this. Get this game. It is so fun to play with your family, and it's like words that like sound like other things, and when you say them all together it sounds like, it's so funny. We play it and it's so much fun. Okay, so I'm putting on here, or text me at. So I finally get to do an actual makeup tutorial now that my skin is healed. And I want to tell you guys also, I just recorded another PI story. So I'm actually working on putting the what do you call it? The captions on that right now. And that will be ready to post in like, dang. So I use this app called the Captions app to put the words on my videos so that like you can follow along, because a lot of people listen without their sound on. And so when I do that, it gives me the AI, like the artificial intelligence, and it tells me it does a caption. And it did, like, it put my words on it, and it says, a female private investigator recounts how she and her trainee used social engineering tactics to catch a cheating husband in the act, highlighting how being a woman can be an advantage in this line of work, contrary to her college professor's belief. I didn't type any of that. The AI did. So I'm posting that tonight. So you'll get a new PI story tonight right after this. So that's exciting. I know you guys love the PI stories. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks with our makeup. If you're new here, my name is Mackenzie. I am a private investigator, but I'm also a makeup artist. This is the makeup that I'm slinging. You've got to get this makeup. This makeup is great for any age, any skin tone, skin color, skin type, anything. Your beginners, newbies, to like pro makeup artists. Like, this makeup is legit. So let's talk about why it's great. So this makeup is basically an easy system for highlighting and contouring, right? So if you are someone like me who don't have confidence, you don't have confidence in makeup, or perhaps you're just like in a finding yourself situation where you kind of are just feeling a little bit lost, I have been there. I know what that's like. For 38 years, I was the ugly fat girl. I was not someone who was pretty. I was not someone who was popular. Nobody wanted anything to do with me. The guys wouldn't date me because, yeah, but we'll be in Australia soon. According to everyone, I just wasn't pretty enough, skinny enough. I was always just fat and ugly. That's what everyone called me, right? So I know what it's like to lack confidence in myself and in makeup, but only because even though I got really good at makeup over the last 15, 20 years, I only perfected the makeup because everybody said, oh, your makeup looks great, right? They never said, oh, you're pretty or whatever. It's always, your makeup looks pretty, your makeup looks nice, your makeup is great. And so I perfected the makeup because growing up as someone who never got compliments because I was fat and ugly is the only thing everybody said, which was really annoying. I thought I was kind of cute, but I guess not. Anyways, so over the last 2 years, I've been kind of discovering myself and like finding out more about myself. It's given me the opportunity to share something that I love, that I think is easy, with other women who I want to also help find confidence in makeup, because it really is good makeup. Yes, Kathy, thank you. It's true. I locked the screen instead of screen. I want to screenshot that so I can share it with other women your age also. Too crazy. Brooke, you are so sweet. Thank you. You're so sweet. I really appreciate you. But what's really interesting is that I want to make it clear that like a lot of people don't realize this, but when we see influencers online, right, we see the perfection because we see what they want us to see. You see what I want you to see, right? So I want to be someone who's like, oh, I am going to, like, my stomach is in my butt showing this to people, but I'm going to show it because it's real. That's why people ask me, why are you always posting in a bathing suit? Because I want to show that even though I've lost 150 pounds, which a lot of women would love to do, my body is still imperfect. I want to show women who are already my size, maybe they're a little bit older, that droopy skin is normal. I want to show women that you don't have to hide behind a mask of makeup anymore like I used to. You don't have to hide behind the oversized shirts anymore. We deserve to feel beautiful and confident at any size, any age, any weight, any whatever. And so if I can show that even though I went through this weight loss, situation, I discovered that my trauma from childhood and abuse and a rape and all of these things have held me back from feeling worthy of myself. But now that I've discovered that, if I can share that with other women and kind of show you that, like, it doesn't matter. Like, this is not perfect zone. Like, this is an imperfect environment where anybody if you want to be here, you belong here. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of the world we live in, is that like you have influencers who show up online and they show you kind of like things you can't really attain. Like, look how perfect this is, but they don't show you what happens when they turn the camera off. You know what I mean? So things like that are really interesting to me. So I want to be someone who kind of changes that for women, Anyway, so excuse me. The reason excuse me. Yeah, we are all a work in progress. The progress is never over. Like, it's never done. The work is never finished. We are all continually just like, number one, just trying to survive, but number two, trying to find confidence, and we deserve that, right? So I want to like kind of go against the regular influencers. I'm going to go against the women who are like, oh, your makeup can be perfect. Why don't we just talk about how we can enhance our already existing natural beauty instead of saying like, hey, this you'll be pretty if you wear this. It's like, you're already pretty. This is just for funsies and to kind of give it a little zhuzhin up. You know what I mean? Can you talk about it with drier skin? Yeah, so Brooke, for dry skin, this makeup is really hydrating, right? So when you think of liquid foundation, like I like to call it traditional makeup, Liquid foundation can't stay liquid or else it'll just like drip off your face, right? Because it's liquid. So it has to evaporate, which means there's alcohols in it, okay? So when you have alcohols in your makeup, it basically goes onto your face, you apply it, and then as it dries, it evaporates, leaving you with just the pigment. The pigment is now dry, right? There's nothing wet, it's evaporated. So now that pigment it doesn't move. It gives you a flawless finish, right? Until you start moving and your face starts doing this and getting the lines and you laugh and all these things. All these different features of our face catch that makeup, and that's what creates the uneven texture look and the lines and all of that. This makeup is hydrating. There's no alcohols in it. So even as you get older, which the older you are, the more I recommend this makeup because it's hydrating. When you apply it to your skin and it sits all day, it's hydrating. It doesn't set or evaporate. It just gives you a really beautiful skin-like finish. It's not greasy or cakey or weird. It doesn't like settle in those lines and things like that. So whenever you take your makeup off at the end of the day, your skin has been hydrating all day, and then you do your moisturizer at night and then back to hydration. So over time, your skin really does start to look more youthful, more hydrated, more vibrant, and more luminous. And I think that's cool because when you put on this makeup, it's meant to like create that dimension, which gives us a youthful look. But over time, it also helps your skin. There's beeswax in this makeup, and that's one of 11 ingredients that you can pronounce them all. And the beeswax helps with it has healing properties, and it's really great for your skin. So if you have dry skin, use this makeup. It has hydration. If you have oily skin is usually an indicator that your skin is dry and your body's trying to compensate for that by creating more oil. Use the hydrating makeup, and a lot of times you'll see a difference. You'll see that the hydration that you're providing to your skin tells your body, oh, we don't need to produce any more oil. We're good. Like, we've got the hydration. So nope, it's not sticky when you sweat. It's not like a wet. Like, it's not like wet, and that's what I thought too. Like, I was like, cream makeup, disgusting. But it's not wet. Like, it's just a really beautiful skin-like finish, but it's not wet. Beeswax is antibacterial. Is beeswax antibacterial? I don't know the answer to that. Will you Google that for me real quick, please? Because I'd love to know the answer. That's a good question. But when you sweat, the sweat just beads up on top of it, and then you just dab it off or like gently kind of wipe it away. Same thing if you dunk your head underwater because your 10-year-old thinks it's funny. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not waterproof. Like, it's not going to stay on forever, but it's not, your makeup won't just like drip off your face. Conversely, because we do have a setting powder, but because it's cream, there's no like, I remember being in 6th grade in my choir class or chorus class or whatever, and I think it was right when Princess Diana died, but my chorus teacher had cried, and you could see the streaks of the tears that had run down her face, because when water runs through powder, what happens? It wipes it away, right? That's not this. So even though I do like to use a setting powder, it doesn't give you that like cakey, like water through powder finish. It's really, really nice. I color match you. So if you want to, beeswax is antibacterial properties. Thank you. And it's very, really, really good for your skin. Very healing. So whenever I do the color match, so if you comment the word match here or any of my posts, just comment the word match, and I have the little thing that like triggers, it says, oh, match, and then it sends you to your DM my color match form. So my color match form asks you for your name, your email address, and your phone number. And then it asks you to upload a selfie. When I look at your selfie, I look at your age, the texture, the skin tone, your hair color, your eye color, your face shape. Are there lines? Are there wrinkles? What are all these things? And using that information and my knowledge and experience with makeup and my knowledge and experience with this makeup, I put together a really nice color match form for you, a color match dashboard for you. It has your main shade, a summer shade, a brightening highlight, a contour, bronzer, all these different things that I think would look great on you based on what I know about these shades. And then you get a little text and an email, and it says, hey, here's a link to your color match dashboard. You look at it and you decide what you want and add it to your cart. So you might look at the color match and be like, I don't want to try contour right now, pass, or I don't, whatever. And you just add the items you do want to your cart. And check out. It's really cool. It's a really cool, it's free too. Like you can get a free color match anytime. Just let me know. You can also text me whenever a lot of people think it's like a robot. Whenever you text me, it comes to me. If I text you and if I ever text you and it says reply stop to opt out, it's because by law I have to say that, but it's still me. You can reply to that text or my email at any time. Like anytime you get a text or email from me, you can reply directly to it and it comes directly to me. But by law, I have to say, if you want to opt out, but like don't opt out because then we can't chat. And then the next time you'll be like, I tried to message you and it wouldn't go through. And I'm like, that's because you hit stop that one time and it's a whole big thing. So just know, I promise not to spam you with texts, but I do like to keep everyone updated. Like the sale for Monday, there's a big sale, the customer appreciation sale. There's new releases. So get your color match because on Monday, there's going to be a big sale. When you buy everything, you get like a buy more, save more discount, whatever. Yes, these are the new palettes. There's the disco ball one because it's like a 70s theme, which is really cute. I love the disco. And then this one, which is I can never think of the name of this. It was called Poolside, but now it's something else. But anyways, these are the two new palettes and they're really pretty. I'm just obsessed. And I even put where's my phone at? Look, I got this case for the disco balls. That's so cute, right? I had to have it. So each shade is only $16. So you shop within your budget. Don't let nobody tell you have to spend a certain amount. The company never requires that. So if you have an artist and they tell you to buy whatever, just buy only what you want. My husband noticed my face looking better. Crystal Palace, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that because your skin will improve. Like if you consistently use a good skincare routine, your skin will improve. And for most of us, we wear makeup most, if not all days. And so it's really cool. Can we build our carts with those palettes? I think you can. If you can't, then just wait until Monday. Add everything you want to your cart, and then on Monday when the new releases come out, add the palette you want. Whenever you add makeup to your cart, you get palette credits commensurate to the amount of makeup you're buying. So if you buy a whole lot of makeup, you'll get a whole lot of palette credit. A little bit of makeup, a little bit of palette credit. So it'll be based on what you need. So like if you buy 4 10s, you might get like a 5. I don't know what the things are, but it's just enough makeup to fit in the size palette that you need. So like this one is like a 4 palette. So 4 shades is $16 each, or you can get the Bad Mama Jamma, like literally customized to you, for you, by you, with my color match recommendations that you can or cannot follow. It's up to you. Do whatever you want. I'm not your mama. All I'm here to do is help guide you. And I know that learning a new makeup can be really tricky. Especially if you are someone like, if you are just so married to your liquid foundation, you're like, I want to try this because it looks cool, but I'm also scared to death. Try it. With me, I feel like with me as an artist, I hate to say this, but I'm almost like, I'm not obsessed with it, but I'm just very passionate about like helping women feel more confident. God, it breaks my heart. I'm gonna cry. I know what it's like to not feel confident. And so I want to be someone that other women can rely on to, they know that like, hey, I want to feel a little bit more pretty or whatever. And I know Mackenzie can help me get there and help me with this makeup or whatever. I want to be someone like that. I want to be a woman that can have it all. Do you also give eyeshadow? Yes, in the color match, I like to recommend a couple of eyeshadow colors. There's a couple of my favorites. Like, if you have blue eyes, I'll usually recommend some of my favorite, like oranges. And, there's different favorites that I have. But I will say that I am someone who I think that you should wear colors that you love instead of colors that only complement you know what I mean? Like, I feel it's important that you stay true to your personal style also. But yeah, I make eyeshadow recommendations and then you can go with them or not. And if you ever need swatches, like by the time you get your color match back, we're texting. Like we're already best friends in my eyes. Like I've already asked how your mama's doing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm currently using Astoria. What's one similar that has a little bit of pink to it? Try Olive or Cedar. Try Olive or Cedar. Allison, try one of those and see what you think. As an artist, do you keep stock? No, the company doesn't require you to keep inventory. However, I will say as an artist, you also earn free makeup. So I've got a lot of free makeup that I just have earned. And so usually, if my customer needs something, like if my customer says, hey, like, you know, I got this shade and I've tried it, but it's past the 30 days. If I can, like if I have something extra, I'll just send it to my customer. That's not an expectation that I can set for anybody. I know that I can because I use my credit, like my free makeup credits as an artist to buy extra shades in case other people need them. Because if I just kept buying makeup for myself, I would never need makeup again until 500 years. So I just don't need it. Do they have any face makeup with a matte finish? This makeup, actually, you can get a matte finish and you can even use the setting powder over your makeup, but it's not shiny looking. So like, I think that a great way to describe it is you get a glow without the shine. So this is with my makeup on. You can kind of, y'all gotta tell me when my makeup ain't blended. I'm counting on y'all. Like if there's toilet paper on my shoe, y'all better tell me. Anyways, it gives you like not a matte finish, but it's a glowy, youthful finish without the powdery, dry like look of a full powder foundation. Do you know what I mean? So when I use setting powder, I use it like this and I tap it into my T-zone to kind of brighten, control the oil, and it adds a little bit of dimension too, because everywhere else is a little bit more glowy, like it's that glow from within. That is a little bit more matte and a little bit more blurred. So you can, if you wanted to, you can use your setting powder all over, but I think that many people appreciate the nice light glow that it gives, but you can see it's not like wet, like it's not like creamy and wet and weird. Yeah, it really, you really can't mess it up, I'm telling ya. Oh yeah, if you're struggling with under eye discoloration, try the color correctors. This is a science that you do not have to learn. Orange cancels blue, yellow cancels purple, red cancels green, right? But a lot of times, like this area under my eyes is a light blue, so I use a light orange, but some of it's purple, so then I use yellow. I can teach you what colors you need for what areas, and then you just use the right tools. So like you might need something like, like this blur brush. This has a fluffy end on one side. You can use this for eyeshadow, but also for your demi color correctors. So if I wanted to color correct, I don't have a lot of color correction to show you, but like I have an age spot or a sunspot here. If you take a little bit of the red because it has some green, or a little bit of the orange because it has some blue, and you just lightly kind of tap onto it, it cancels out the pigment in your discoloration. So even under eyes, if you use a little bit of the orange to cancel out the blue really lightly, instead of like slathering like a brightening highlight, which will only make it like chalky and a little bit more like grayish. I can teach you how to use the demi color correctors in a way that will suit your needs and give you what you need. Yeah, the demi does help, but you do have to, I will say, if you are someone who's like, what is this makeup? This is such a new concept for me. I will say that I am someone who enjoys connecting with my customers. And so if you are someone who needs that one-on-one connection, I'm the girl for the job. Like I'm someone who, when someone messages me, like I respond with thought and thoroughness. Thoroughness. Is that a word? It is. It's fine. So I think about and I respond in a way that I hope will help. And then you can ask 1,100,000 questions and I will answer every single one of them. Danny, you can become an artist. Starting October 1st, there's no longer, it's not like it's not an MLM anymore. So it's just an affiliate program. So you can wait until then, or you can sign up now as an artist and then you'll automatically be switched over on October 1st. This doesn't settle into lines like so many other brands do. Just follow the instructions. Yeah, it's true. Can you use setting spray as primer? Yes, and if you use setting spray as primer, it could also help with the size of the pores. Saint has a really good setting spray. I've been using it more and more. I used it for a video the other day, and I'm like, God, I really do like this stuff. It has aloe in it, so it's great for summer because summer means we're in the sun, so it's very cooling and it's very like hydrating for our skin. But also in the winter when we're more dry, hydrating for our skin. So it's really good for any season, and it's really I keep forgetting to blend under my chinny chin chin. I do. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn it, I forgot to blend. Like, what do? You're only human. Just go back and blend it. It's fine. So yeah, try the setting spray as a primer. You might really like it. Kathy, isn't that so funny? I always recommend, if you're new to this makeup, sit at your vanity or your makeup table or in front of your mirror, your bathroom or whatever, and just play with it. And I've told my customers, put on your makeup to the point where it makes you look like a clown. See how much makeup you had to use to look like a clown, and then use way less and play with it. Like, do one side one way and one side another way, and you'll start to see, oh, like that. Now I understand what she was saying about don't bend the bristles, or now whatever. And it'll start to click and you'll be like, oh, that's kind of fun. And then you'll really start to get the hang of it. But if you're willing to like follow my instruction and actually trust me, because this looks crazy. This looks freaking insane. When I first saw this makeup, I was like, that's a hoax. That is gimmicky. That's stupid. I got to try it. And when I did, I was like, yeah, this is stupid. And then I gave it a chance and I was like, oh, this is really pretty. And so as a makeup artist, I would do someone's makeup and they would stare at they would take selfies and they would, face and whatever. And they just loved how they looked. And at the end of the night, they were like, well, that's the end of it. Guess I got to take it off. I wish you could do my makeup every day. And I feel like having something like this, and it actually looks like someone airbrushed your face every day. And it only takes you like 3 or 4 minutes to put on a whole face. And then I feel like that's such a great testament to how good the makeup is, and especially how it can help build your confidence when you know that you take your makeup off, your skin feels amazing because it's hydrating. Then the next day, you know that you can duplicate it, and you know that the next day you can make your makeup, you can change it up, you can do whatever you want, and you can just keep repeating it every day. I love the compliments people get with their makeup, because it really is like people notice and they'll be like, hey, what'd you do with your makeup? Like, it looks so different. And you're like, literally, I just switched my products. I'm someone who's really, really scared of gimmicks. And I don't like when people tell you like, oh, this is going to make you look 700 years younger, whatever. I feel like, even though I don't like saying that, but if you are someone that has a lot of texture and as we get older, right, our skin loses hydration, this replaces it. We start to lose elasticity. The hydration kind of helps with that a little bit. And not only that, but we start to lose the color and tone in our skin. And so when our skin becomes a little bit more sallow as we age, this will give you the opportunity to kind of add that warmth and that color back into your face, so that you can actually, look more alive, look less dead. And it's true. No matter how old you are, like, you add a little bit of bronzer and you're looking way less dead, sister. Like, it's amazing. And you can get it done fast. And if you do have a lot of texture and lines and wrinkles, there's a way, by using the different, I like to use the example of like a black dot on a white piece of paper. Leave the black dot alone. Leave your lines and wrinkles alone, and just add beautiful dimension everywhere else. Bright here, dark here, cool, warm, whatever, in one layer with the different colors. And then it kind of takes away, so it kind of camouflages the areas that you're not so crazy about. But if you'll give me a chance to like show you where it goes, then I think you'll be really happy. But it's hard, right? Like, if you're like, I don't know, I don't want to switch. Like, once you're happy with your makeup, it's hard to switch it. It's so great. I cannot believe how great it looks. I freaked all the way out. Yes, so if you have rosacea, that's a really good question. If you are someone that has a redness of any kind, rosacea, this makeup has a lot of color correcting properties. She did a really good job with this. So when we think of rosacea and redness, and you go to apply, like, let's say a liquid foundation on top of it, number one, that's a lot of ingredients for rosacea, right? But number two, when you have a color that sits on top of another color and it's not canceling anything out, you're just changing the color underneath it. And depending on the opacity of the liquid foundation, it might not cover all of it. So a little bit of that is still going to show through. It's going to make it look more discolored. It's going to like maybe mute it a little bit, or maybe just change the color. because these pigments have color correcting properties, a little bit more yellows and oranges, they work better with actual skin tones, so that whenever you apply it, because it applies more sheer, it actually has a tendency to cancel out those colors instead of just laying on top of them. So science, you put orange on top of blue, they're canceling, right? On the color wheel. So it's really, really cool how applying just a little bit of this can cancel out that redness. If you have something that's super intense, then obviously you want to work with like a color corrector, but just your main shades are real. They have a lot of color correction in them. So that's a really good question. Hi from Costa Rica. Oh, if you want, get a free color match. Just comment the word match all by itself and it'll send you, I have it set up to automatically send you the color match form. Does anyone ever get a film on your contour? Sometimes you have to wipe it with a tissue. That's interesting. Is it like a liquid? Like, is it sweating? Like, is it hot in your room or wherever you're putting on your makeup? I wonder if that's what it is. If you take a blow dryer to your makeup, like if you're in a really cold room, like my husband's a penguin, so it's like 6 degrees in my house. So sometimes like if I'm in my bedroom right under the vent, I have to take a blow dryer, just like, get unfrozen. And it helps pick it up out of the pan easier. But with the contours, the consistency is a little bit less creamy. So for the contours, you got to be the boss of it a little bit more. But this is what the contour looks like. See how it's the same color, but see how it's like grayish? And so it kind of, yeah, okay. So that, y'all don't have central air in Maine? It's cold there a lot? I cannot function. I cannot do that. But also I can't live with a freaking Eskimo, which I do, so it's fine. Anyways, you might have to be the boss of it and really get in there and like warm it up in between your fingers or something and then apply it. But it's just the contours that are a little less creamy. But whenever you apply your contour, if you apply it with your fingers first, the heat from your skin will soften it just enough. And then when you apply it, it kind of glides onto your skin. But you should never be like dragging your makeup across your skin. Like it should always just be, once you put your contour where it goes, you should just be pressing it in. So never drag your makeup anywhere along your skin. Yeah, be the boss of it. But this makeup is really fun. Like once you kind of see like what the consistency of everything is and you kind of get a feel for it, it starts to make more sense. And you're like, oh. I think because of not that the ingredients are different, but the level of pigment that they have to change, I think it's the amount of the level of the pigment to change the color. I'm not sure, like this is all like non-scientific, but I think it's because of there's something with the green. Because it has green, there's something with the green pigment. Because the contour is actually green base. And where this is like orange base, so I think it has something to do with the green, but I'm not sure. Like it heats at a different temperature, and then it changes I literally do not know. Like that's my not scientific, but also like educated, like best situation. Well, what can I do to help? Like, I know that there's, well, also I do it every day, multiple times a day for like tutorials and stuff. But I think a lot of it has to do with the brush you're using, the shades you're using. Like you want to make sure everything is pretty much like exactly what you need, right? I think that a lot of people, and tell me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people get this makeup and they put on their makeup and they try to drag it like this. And then you try to blend it, and then you're blending it off or you're blending it out, and then it's just like it doesn't work, right? So if you take your brush, I recommend the 3D brush because it's the most medium coverage, so it's like middle of the road. Hold it and let it fall into your makeup. That's how you know. Like that's how you know you're not pressing too hard. Just let it fall right into your makeup a couple times so it picks up just enough. And then tap it onto your skin without bending your bristles. And little by little, without bending your bristles, just kind of dust along your face and press in. That way, by dropping it into your makeup, that's how much you should be getting. So I hope that helps you to visualize how much you should be picking up. And then when you all you're doing is transfer the pigment from the tips of your bristles to your skin. And then lightly, like see how lightly press it in. And that's how you should be blending your makeup. That's how easily it should be blending. If you are struggling and it's not like smearing or you can't get it soft enough or whatever, there's way too much. That's usually the case. And those are things that I can help with. But don't hesitate to text me like at any time and show me a picture with your makeup on. And I'll be like, hey, and then I can ask you specifically, like, what brushes are you using? What, like, you know what I mean? And start really getting to the bottom line of like, why isn't your makeup working? Hi, Tiffany. Hi. Tiffany's my best friend, you guys. She does all my custom press-ons. Go see her. Nail Junkie 615. And then she'll do like pretty things for you. Custom press-on nails. And then as far as the contour goes, the consistency is a little less creamy. So I take my brush and I squeeze it to get them really dense and packed together. It's kind of, you can tap it like this or do a little bit of like a, just not a lot, just a little bit so that you're getting the tips of the bristles. And then press it onto your cheekbones, press it along your hairline. And at first you might look like, oh my gosh, like you are not going to like start to tap it into your face and blend up to Jesus, sweepy sweeps without bending your bristles. You start to really see that dimension. And this is no, that's not it. I have a darker contour. Hold on. This is a darker contour that I sometimes use in the summertime. If you have darker hair, sometimes I'll recommend this color. This is called Indigo. This is one of our darkest contours. If you're someone who likes a little bit darker brown, use a little bit darker. Like, don't be scared of it. Like, the worst thing that happens is you have to use a makeup wipe and wipe it. Do you know what I mean? Or, like, if you don't like it, just blend it right off. But anyways, you can totally add different levels of dimension using different colors and different tones. This one's a darker contour than this one. See those two contours side by side? So you can have a lot of fun with all the different shades. Also, whenever you get color matched, make sure you check yes for a summer shade, because when you use your summer shade, it's a little bit darker than your regular shade, and that's going to give you a little bit more coverage, but also help camouflage a couple of those areas that are a little bit more concerning to you, like texture, bigger pores, things like that. Go darker in those areas. But that's why I like having multiple contours, because this one's really dark, that one's a lot lighter, and look at the difference. Super light, a little bit darker. This one's a little bit more red, and this one's just a little bit lighter with a little bit more gray, and it's really cool how you can play with them. And then whenever you add your bronzer, this is Bella bronzer. Love her. Do you see how dark that is, right? I want to show you. Whenever you apply Bella bronzer and it looks really dark, by pressing it in, I'm using the 3D brush, right? But watch. When I use the blush and bronzer brush, and you kind of go a little dusty with it. This is the blush and bronzer brush. And you kind of dust this all over. Now you have warmth versus the cool of the contour, and it warms up your whole entire look. And look at that whole nother level of dimension you create. And it's just so pretty. You can do so much with this makeup. And I feel like so many people are scared of it because they're like, it's so dark. But I'm telling you, this makeup is not liquid. So it's not this color when it goes on your face. It's this color in the pan. But when it blends, like when you blend it on your skin, the opacity changes and it blends out very much more sheer. Very much more, yeah, I said that. Very much more sheer. Oh my God, that is so cool. You in Tampa too? Where in Tampa are you? I love it. Okay, so now I've shown you a darker contour, a lighter contour. Thank you so much. Oh, you mean me and Hannah? My co-host. If you guys don't listen to the Dating Detectives, you must. And today's episode was part 2 of last week's episode. It was freaking crazy. Oh, West Chase. Okay, so I've done a lot of work out there in West Chase. I haven't been out there in a while, but I do love the Citrus Mall. What's it called? The Citrus West, is it Westfield? That's a Westfield Mall, right? Anyways, hi. Hey, Blanca. Okay, so now I've shown you the main foundation colors, your brightening highlight or concealer, the contour, the bronzer. We can use a little bit of illuminator. Yeah, Citrus Park. And illuminator is just a really great way to kind of enhance the glow on the high points of our cheeks and anywhere you just want that little pop of shimmer, right? A little pop of glow. Oh, did they? Gosh, I haven't been out there in forever. I haven't even been on the Veterans in, I think, probably over a year. Okay, so a little pop of glow with the illuminator. These are the color correctors. I've shown you how to use the setting powder. These are some of my favorite lip and cheek colors, like my absolute favorite. This one everybody asks about. This one's coming out on Monday with the sale. It's called Lavender Skies. And when I tell you, you need the Lavender Skies. Like, she's my favorite one of all time. She's always in my palette. She used to be called Grape. They renamed her. I don't know why, but it's fine. But anyways, super, super pretty. I love, love, love this color on so many women, so many skin tones. Like you can wear this color. But there's a lot of different options to choose from. Sunshine State is really pretty to top any of the lippies. I love the shimmer. See how pretty that is? Just really nice. So you get a huge selection of lip and cheek colors. This one's called Pinky Promise. It looks like bubblegummy and super pink, but when I tell you, like, the way that you apply this makeup and the way that it sits in your skin and it's so pretty, look, that's that crazy bubblegum color. Do you see what I mean? Really, really nice. So trust me, don't trust what you see online because it can be deceiving. This one is called Royal, by the way. I match a lot of women to this and a lot of women are like, not doing it. And I'm like, why? Royal is very, see how sheer it is? Look. That's Royal on top of Grape and Sunshine State. It's very sheer. These colors aren't like crazy dark. So if I color match you and you're like, what kind of crack is she smoking? It's literally just, I just know these colors and I'm telling you, they're gorgeous. They are not crazy. This one is this one. So freaking pretty. I wouldn't put this one on my lips because it's too pink for my lips in my opinion, but I love it on the cheeks. And so I like to switch it up. But look, I even added more. You can't, look, that's that crazy. Do you see what I mean? So definitely, this is a great makeup to explore with because it is so light and it's very forgiving. So this is that purple color, Lavender Skies. This is Pinky Promise, which is like a staple of mine also. There's Nude, there's Royal. There's this really pretty color called Tiger Lily. Just gorgeous. You can put that one on, which looks intimidating and super scary, but I'm telling you guys, these colors are not that scary. I just get a free color match. I will match you to the shades that I think would look great on you. And then you go nuts. Like you do whatever you want. Like I'm not your mama. Do what you want. Literally do whatever you want. But I think it's great. There's so many options. The eyeshadows are powder, except for 4 of them. But get the eyeshadows are gorgeous. I will always match you to an eyeshadow combo. And then you can decide if you want eyeshadows or not. I will make my best recommendations for brushes for you, and then you decide what you want. And get your color match into, hey, thanks, Nikki. Tell me if you don't get that form. I always wonder if like the exclamation mark, like I have it set up for the word match, but if it has an exclamation mark, I want to see if it goes through anyways. But anyways, I submit your color match, and then on Monday when there's the sale, you can go in and like get your buy more, save more. It's like $150 is like you save 10%, and $200 is like 15%. And then if you spend $250 on the whole website, not just the new releases, on the whole entire website, if your total comes out to $250 or higher, then it's 20%. So like get all the new releases. The new eyeshadows, the new glitter eyeshadows are going to be dropping, and those are really pretty. It's a 70s theme, and so this is called Cher, this is Bowie, this is Stevie, and then this is a miniature of the brush cleaning tile. The brush eyeshadow brush so that when you swirl around your eyeshadow brush, it picks up the extra pigment so you can go to the next color without them getting all mixed and crazy. So this quad will come with this little baby palette, which is really cool. I use this for just 2 lippies, and I put it in my purse for touch-ups. So like your 2 favorite lippies can just go in here, and it's perfect for touch-ups, and it's great. I'm really, really excited. All the palettes are going to be available in all the sizes, and the palette credits will apply toward the new... Don't worry, Nikki, I'll send it over to you. The palette credits will count toward the new palette. So stay tuned for that on Monday. If you're not in my beauty group, join it. I have posted all about the sale on Monday, and also it's really great to be in there. The women in that beauty group are just amazing. They are just, that community of women is just so supportive and kind and loving. So if you're a woman who needs to be around other women that are kind and loving, join my beauty group. It's called Freedom in Beauty VIP on Facebook. Yeah, everything is magnetic, so everything comes out. You can arrange it however you want. So whenever you get your makeup in the mail, it comes all separately. So your palette will come separately with a little paper wrapper on it, and then your eyeshadows will all come. These new eyeshadows will come looking like this. The new eyeshadows will come in these, but every eyeshadow that you order that's not one of the new releases, they come like this. So they're all individually packaged. You organize your palette however you want. It's really, really fun, especially if you have OCD like me and you're like someone who loves to organize things. And then you get your little makeup pans come in little things like this, and you just slide it out and pop it into your palette, and you have these really decorative, like, I don't know, really pretty tins. They're really cute. So I kind of like that. I guess the novelty of it, like no other makeup is like that. So it's really, really neat. Yeah, so you can arrange those however you want. And then, yeah, whatever questions you guys have, I hope you know that you can text me for literally anything, anytime. Just be like, hey girl, I have a question, or whatever, like how's your mom and them, whatever. I will answer you. It is me who is responding. If you get a text message from me, if you're already a customer and you're signed up for my reminders or whatever to get like notifications if there's a sale or whatever so you don't miss out. If you ever get a text message from me that says, hey, it's Mackenzie, your Saint artist, like even if we've been talking, they make me say who I am. And so I have to say, hey, it's Mackenzie, it's your Saint artist. And then I'll, like on Mondays, I think I have it set up to say, hey, it's Mackenzie, it's your Saint artist. Don't forget about the sale today. Like go to customer appreciation sale. Here's the link. And at the bottom, it says, opt out, like hit, reply stop if you want to opt out from text from me or whatever. I have to say that by law, but you can still reply to me. That is still my, like you can still reply and be like, hey girl, what's up? Like it's still me. It's not a robot. It's like, thank you. It's all willy-nilly. It's from Freedom Barbie. It's the Freedom Barbie merch. It's from my merch shop. Go to allwillynilly.shop and you can shop all the Freedom Barbie merch. I have these in all a bunch of different colors. It's cute, right? It says all willy-nilly. He's a cutie pie. I love him. What time does the sale start? Oh, so the sale is Monday at midnight Mountain Standard Time to Monday to Tuesday midnight Mountain Standard Time. So it's like 24 hours all day Monday Mountain Standard Time. So like 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So it'll be all day. The 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. is on Instagram. If you follow Saints and Angels on Instagram, it's just like an interactive, like they'll be posting product information and doing giveaways and prizes and stuff like that. I'm sad. I'm almost all caught up with your podcast. Oh my gosh. Do you subscribe to the Patreon? We do 2 bonus episodes a month on the Patreon, and some of them are like, we will record a full-blown episode for the podcast, and we have to send it over to our attorney for approval, and the attorney's like, nope, can't play this one. And we're like, why? And they're like, no, just for whatever reason. Like there was one that we did where a woman actually dated a CIA agent. Like we've had a lot of cases where people have dated like a government official, and he turned out to be not really a government official. He was just like a burger flipper or something. And this lady did actually really I know the CIA one. We sent that to the attorney, and she's like, "Yeah, no, you can't say all this on the podcast. It has to be a Patreon." So, anyways, it was really interesting. So that's a good one. And then we do a lot of like just a lot of other episodes on Patreon that we don't share on the main feed. So, yeah, you'll get all the past episodes. The party site. Oh, Saints and Angels, SEINTS, Saints and Angels, right here on Instagram, and that's who you want to follow for the party, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday. So when you're I started listening with Jenna, then listened to them all. Oh, don't you love Jenna? I love her. We went to the Spotify studios in LA and recorded that with her. It was so cool. That was the first time we had actually recorded with a guest in the same room. And Hannah and Molly, my co-host and my producer, they live in LA and I live here in Tampa. And so I've been going there to like record with them. And so we did our first live show there. So that was really amazing. And so we packed the house. It was amazing. So I'm hoping to get another live show here in Tampa, and then we hope to start traveling around the country doing live shows. We definitely have a group text. Oh my God, that's so cool. Thank you so much for listening. That is so fun. Oh my gosh. I love it. That is so cool. Thank you so much. I'm just tickled pink. Thank you so very much. Yeah, Jenna's amazing, and she did end up going to Paris, and I'm just hello. She's so freaking cool. We love her. I think she kind of sets the standard for a lot of women. But anyway, so new releases on Monday. The Xanadu bronzer illuminator mix. You gotta get that. The new scent. I got this in Mexico a while back ago, and this is like a you can use this as an illuminator, but it smells like mango guava, like it's so pretty, like fruity without being like super for like tropical fruit, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't smell like fruit punch. It's actually really beautiful. Anyways, get the new releases. The palettes are going to be new. If you need a reminder, like if you want me to send you a text or an email on Monday morning to remind you of the sale, comment here on this post the word remind so that it will send you the link to send me your email and phone number so that I will remind you of the sale. So when things sell out, because they will, oh, you guys, did I show you the, this stuff will sell out. The Saint lipstick, the Diamonds Are Forever lipstick that came out with 007 in January. And then the cake scent, it smells like birthday cake, the lip oil, so good. So make sure that you are on the list. I'm telling you, if you are on the fence and you are like waiting until you're like, no, wait till the end of the day, everything will be sold out. Not everything, but things tend to sell out really quickly. Like Saint is really bad about that. Like I think they need to figure, but somebody needs to get fired. It's fine. They can hire. I hope they hire me to do it. Cause anyways, there's not enough inventory. Go buy all the things because they will friggin' sell out. I'm telling you, like whatever. Anyways, so I love you guys so much, and make sure that you shop on Monday. Get your color match before then, and have your again. There we go. Ah, I'm trying to make sure that I get everybody who wants a reminder. I've had a dogfish, but it wouldn't be a good story because I never found the truth. Have you heard any Mackenzie Undercover stories? Like, I can't find the truth to any of them. Like, it never has an end. If you ever want to share on the podcast, you totally have to. Is it starting at midnight? Yes, midnight to midnight. Like, most people stay up until midnight. I stay up until 2 a.m. and make my purchase because I'm so nervous that, like, if I wake up at 8 a.m., it's all going to be gone because I can't risk it. Like, people... Like, it's like Christmas time at Walmart. People are like beating down the doors and like stomping all over everyone to get in. It's crazy. Anyways, thanks for popping in. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you later. Let me know what I can do to help you, and I love you so much. Okay, bye guys.